Hello, dear parish family. Father Daniel here. Just wanting to reach out to you at this time and update you on what's going on around the parish through these unprecedented times, to share with you about my vision going forward and just to let you know overall what we're dealing with. First and foremost, I just have to begin this message with a note of gratitude, great gratitude. I've shared with you before in so many ways and at so many times that your support for your parish, not just now, but always, certainly, is exactly a sign of your great faith in your continued decision to be part of our faith community and to uphold the parish that really is you, that is your families, your community, your history, and your legacy. Here at Our Lady of Guadalupe, since I've been here, I'm proud to say and still be able to express that there has never been a time where I have gone without. When I say I mean myself in the role of your pastor. As administrator of this place, taking willingly the responsibility of doing everything from upkeeping buildings to maintenance to considering the physical, fiscal, and spiritual needs of this parish community. I have never, because of your help, had to go without. Never. I've never had to worry about how we're going to make it through certain things or fund certain necessities that we need. And throughout this pandemic has been one of the most powerful times that you have shown your love for your parish, that you have continued to show the faith that does make us a model after Our Lady's heart, who always stuck by her Lord no matter what. And so I want to thank you for that. Because of you, and yes, though it's not ideal with the church still not being open, we're not necessarily running at full capacity when it comes to our budget. But because of your generosity and your consistent giving in every sort of way, we're not having to shut anything down at this time. We're not having to say goodbye to anything at this time or to go without the necessary means that we have in order to pay our employees and thus feed their families, to make sure that ministry continues forward, even if for now only digitally speaking. Your help and your consistency has continued to bring us everything we need. And for that, I'm grateful. When this pandemic first started, and of course, we were immediately shut down, almost every pastor that I know, we knew what this meant as far as collections, to get right down to it. We knew that there would not be the usual income and that we would not be able to provide the same sort of, in the same way. We wouldn't be able to just go about business as usual. But we were hoping to at least get by. Well, we've done that. We've done that because you have decided to continue, even maybe though unseen, but certainly felt the ability and the relationship, the trust, and the continued mission that we continue to live, not just me, myself as your pastor, not just the staff, not just those involved in ministry, but that you have decided to keep as a statement of identity by continuing to give by means of your finances, by means of your prayers, by means of your help when you have reached forward. In all of these things, the community still continues to thrive. And so I'm grateful. Secondly, friends, some exciting news as I have made certain decisions to continue doing ministry online and to use these technological means afforded us by modern availability in order to reach out to you. And so we're going to have more content coming up with myself, a Bible study. Certainly I want to get something started very soon. I also want to continue with, now that our seminarian is gone, still continue with Ask Your Father, where we continue to grow in the faith and our knowledge of the faith, certainly, in answering your questions about what's going on, and much other content. In order to do that, as you know, we've had to face certain challenges of the current system we already have, internet-wise speaking, and even my own computer crashing. But again, you have come forward in order to help me overcome these hurdles so that we together can continue the ministry going. So exciting things coming forward, not just with the content being out there, but I'm also looking forward to being able to upgrade our internet service and its reachability so that hopefully in a few weeks we can start live streaming the Mass and not just recording it on Saturday evening. That would be my ultimate goal, to be able to reach you more live and have more, therefore, intimate, at least a feeling of more intimate belonging and bonding as a community of faith. And so please pray for that and continue to support. Finally, friends, as I know a few of you have already seen the governor's new order as she has amended the orders for the current pandemic, one of which, those points, was allowing public houses of worship to now operate at 40% capacity. Now, friends, in our church, that equals about 150 people, give or take. That's not bad. But I want to assure you, before I'm sure many of you, of course, are chock full with questions, when are we going to reopen? Certainly, every time I see someone in public, at the store, what have you, as you have called in, as you have emailed me, in different ways you've got a hold of me, you have been asking this question, and trust me, I, as well as you, with no less intensity and passion, want to have my people back with me around God's altar to celebrate the mysteries of his life and love. Absolutely. But friends, I need to consult with folks first. I don't know if now is the right time, but I want to continue to consult with our various councils and with experts among our community who know of the serious risk that could be taken should we reopen, and what steps we need to take in order to maintain everyone's safety, of which there is a lot. You know, here at Our Lady, we do have a lot of wonderful volunteers, but there's a lot of them that are over the age of 60. There's a lot of them who, despite their own medical conditions, would continue to help out in any other normal time, but would take great risk if they were to have to come out during this time. So it's one thing for us to have an allowance of a greater occupancy. It's another thing to be able to make that feasible while keeping you safe and while maintaining the standards that we should to protect everyone. And so I want to assure you that there will be an announcement shortly about how we're taking this forward, keeping in mind that even with the governor's office, with our various state and local governments, things are always changing considering this pandemic, precisely because this is a virus to some great extent that we control. And so we can never ever think in terms of dates or deadlines, when in fact, this is an ongoing thing until we have a viable vaccine to use to keep people safe and to immunize them. At this point, we don't have that. We have maybes and what ifs and all of that, which, as you well know, you who are parents dealing with your children in school, you who are still going to work, you who are wondering if work will be available, all of us are kind of holding on and asked to kind of be in a maneuverable situation, to be able to be flexible and say, we're all in this together, we're doing the best we can with what we've got. Please have that trust in me, dear family, that I am continuing to take both your faith and your physical health seriously, both of which are important, both of which our Lord reveals are to be taken care of and cherished and protected. I will continue to reach out to you through all of these means, so feel free to share this video far and wide, knowing that I will have an answer about reopening soon, after I've consulted our finance council, our pastoral council, and other wonderful and qualified experts within the community and talking it over with my staff and others. I do want to do the right thing, friends. You have continued to prove that you do the right thing in your faith. Please know that in no way, virtual or not, regardless of the distance, regardless of what we were able to do or not to do, are we changing as a family. This is simply a very long temporary situation that we will overcome because, like Our Lady knew so well, when you follow God, it's not the greatest storm can overcome your faith. But that faith will always persevere because it is forged in His love and in His truth, which never change and which always are victorious over every other capacity or occurrence. That's the honest truth, friends. Know that I love you, know that I'm praying for you, and hope to talk to you more soon. God bless.